introducing you to Professor Roman Loszynski from Poznań University. Roman, this is General Brigadier Stanisław Wisniewski, Air Vice Marshal of the Polish Air Force. Wisniewski nodded at the professor, who reached out to shake hands. Professor Roman Loszynski is one of our most brilliant Polish academics in the field of electronics, sir. The Air Vice Marshal huffed. Do you mean one of the most brilliant Polish academics, or one of the most brilliant academics in Poland? There's a difference, you know. That may well be the case, sir, but Professor Loszynski is proving to be of enormous help in critical aspects relating to the development of the PZL-37. More specifically, sir, he is responsible for some of the most important work relating to the bombing capability and effectiveness of the new plane. Major Szymanski paused as another aircraft taxied near to them, and the group huddled closer to shield themselves from the noise and the draft. General Brigadier Wisniewski nodded, not taking his eyes off the professor, trying to work out how much he trusted him. "It's too noisy out here," he said eventually, as if annoyed that should be the case on an airfield. "And the wind," said someone else. And Szymanski remarked it was an ill wind, and the group laughed in a knowing manner, because that was all people talked about these days, the ill wind buffeting Europe, particularly from Germany and coming towards Poland. The country had only been independent since 1919, and a constant topic of nervous conversation was how long it would remain so. How long would Hitler allow it to remain so? They adjourned to the boardroom where the walls were covered with diagrams of the PZL-37 in various stages of development. General Brigadier Wisniewski settled himself in the leather chair reserved for him and lit a large cigar and accepted a glass of vodka from a tray being passed round the room. He made a joke about not drinking and flying, and everyone laughed, some rather too enthusiastically. As they settled down, Roman Loszynski noticed the group had been joined by the airport manager, a rotund man called Konrad Lubnauer, who had a habit of appearing where he was least welcome, like this meeting. He was a member of Poznan's sizable German minority and spoke with that distinctive accent. Lubnauer sat at the end of the table next to Lieutenant Malkowski. The tray of vodka glasses was alongside him, and he leaned over to help himself to first one drink and then another. Szymanski asked one of the men from PZL to give a brief update of where they were, and repeated the word brief as the man pushed his chair back noisily and stood in a formal position, an officer addressing his troops. He spoke of how the PZL-37 had been in development since late 1934, and early prototypes had been made during 1935. Progress had been good if one took into account the inevitable ups and downs of aircraft development, and in June 1936 the first flight of the PZL-37 prototype had taken place successfully. "You mean it didn't crash?" The Air Vice Marshal laughed and asked for another vodka to be passed to him, and the man from PZL looked put out that his carefully prepared presentation had been disrupted. "Indeed, sir. Production of the PZL-37 commenced soon after that, though we continue to modify and improve the aircraft. As you can see from the diagrams and photographs, sir, the PZL-37 is a twin-engined aeroplane, designed as a medium bomber, constructed from metal. It has a four-man crew. We now feel—" "Perhaps, General Brigadier, if I may," said Major Szymanski. "What you want, Szymanski, is for me to commit the Air Force to ordering God knows how many of these planes, which look nice enough, without us being sure of exactly what benefit they'll be to us." Major Szymanski indicated to Lieutenant Malkowski to pass another vodka to the Air Vice Marshal. "We are extremely impressed with the PZL-37, sir. We believe it has the potential to be one of the most outstanding bombers in the world. We are of the view that it is far in advance of any comparable aircraft. In the current difficult situation, sir, we would all agree that it is vital that Poland has every means at its disposal to defend and protect itself, and this aircraft would give us a significant advantage. Its standard bomb load is 20 bombs, totaling 4,850 pounds, though we're hoping this load can be increased to around 5,700 pounds. Even with such a payload,